again. I felt like I was fighting an amateur. I made it look like he shouldn't even be in the ring with me. But if he wanted to do it again, I'm going to end him even worse because he's never...
Ryan Garcia, you read somewhere you fought him amateur like 5 times?
6 times, with 3 and 3 as amateurs. So, you know, first fight, I think he was like 9 years old or something like that. So, she's been fighting since he was kids. Yeah, no, he's the pro. He's doing good. I'm doing good.
Garcia and Devin Haney have been at odds for years, but ahead of May 2025, their rivalry has reached an entirely new level. The tension between them has been growing non-stop, and with both fighters set to compete on the same card on May 2nd, the anticipation is at an all-time high. Garcia is scheduled to take on Rolly Romero, while Haney will face Jose Ramirez. Funny enough, it seems that none of them are focused on their upcoming fights and instead are focused on each other, with a recent physical altercation causing some talk.
Haney and Garcia part 2. Who you got in that one?
Haney and Garcia part 2?
Ryan. Yeah, Ryan or Haney?
I mean, if he did to slip the hook,
So you're not buying the PED stuff? You think that was a legit?
Come on. I think you something to lose weight.
Do you think Ryan was better versus you than against Haney?
For sure, yeah.
Garcia has been doing everything in his power to keep the spotlight on Haney rather than his upcoming opponent ever since his controversial 2024 victory over Haney was overturned due to a failed test. He has been pushing the idea that he was set up to him. The loss of that win wasn't just unfair, it was proof that the system was against him. He has refused to let it go, repeatedly insisting that Haney knows deep down who the better fighter is in interviews on social media and even at press events that have nothing to do with Haney. Garcia has found ways to bring up their unfinished business.
That wasn't a steroid whooping, bro. That was just a cold blood.
That was bad.
They ever run that back?
He has painted himself as a victim of circumstances, someone who dominated inside the ring only to have his moment stolen by forces outside of it. His frustrations have fueled his every move since his return, and he has made it clear that his fight against Romero is simply a stepping stone to get back to Haney. To Garcia, this isn't just about winning fights, it's about setting the record straight.
So the first round happened, bro. You said you had a great camp. This what I don't understand. I don't know how. Was he that fast with his left hook? Cause I know y'all worked on it because you said it.
Yeah.
How did you get hit with that shot early in the fight? I mean, talk to me.
It's boxing. You can't swim without getting wet. You're gonna get hit.
Despite his determination, he hasn't shown much concern for Romero. Instead of focusing on his opponent, he has used the build-up to the fight as a platform to take more shots at Haney. His message has been consistent. Once he is done with Romero, Haney will have no choice but to face him again, and this time Garcia claims things will be even worse for Haney. He has promised that their rematch will be undeniable proof that the first fight was no fluke.
I didn't take steroids, it's not gonna be much different. I mean, the crazy thing is they want to like keep on saying, oh, it's because of the PEDs, it's because of the PEDs. I was on fighting a guy with PEDs. PEDs don't help you block a left.
One of the biggest issues standing in the way of a second fight, however, is testing. Yes, again, Garcia has been vocal about his distrust of Vita, the agency that flagged his failed test in 2024. He has stated multiple times that he will not agree to Vita testing for a potential rematch, instead pushing for a different organization to oversee the process. He believes VA cannot be trusted and has suggested that the whole situation was designed to rob him of his moment. Haney, on the other hand, has refused to entertain any discussions of alternative testing, making it clear that there will be no fight unless full VAD testing is in place.
Magically pop up in your system, and if they do, you can justify it, right? You should be able to justify how I got in your system, and it will set you free. The truth will set you free.
So you feel like it was just the PEDs that beat you, or do you think it was his skill set plus the PEDs?
PEDs, I mean, it's going to enhance whatever you already got. He wasn't just trash. He always.
Haney has not been as active in the back and forth as Garcia, choosing to focus on his fight with Ramirez rather than constantly engaging in trash talk. However, when he has responded, he has not held back. He has downplayed Garcia's abilities, questioning whether Garcia even belongs at the top level of boxing. To Haney, Garcia is more of a social media personality than a true fighter. He believes that Garcia's popularity comes more from his presence outside the ring than his actual performances inside of it.
She just made the video way better.
In his mind, Garcia has built his career off of hype rather than legitimate accomplishments. At the same time, Haney has been careful not to let Garcia's words distract him. His main focus has been preparing for Ramirez, a dangerous and experienced opponent who has the potential to disrupt everything. Haney knows that overlooking Ramirez could be a costly mistake, and he has emphasized that while Garcia continues talking, he is focused on winning. The tension between the two finally boiled over at a recent press event. While the event itself was meant to promote Garcia's upcoming fight with Romero, it quickly turned into yet another chapter in his feud with Haney. The two fighters crossed paths backstage, and it didn't take long for things to escalate. I still think
Devin Haney can beat Ryan Garcia.
Oh yeah, I do.
Don't fight that type of style. Don't stand right in front of him.
Yeah.
Do your Devin Haney, and get out of there.
And that's what you do with rematches. You find everything you did wrong. You know it instantly after the fight's over. You come back and you right those wrongs. I do believe that it's a rematch that he will win. I think we talked about this time and time again. I think it's a rematch that both guys really need to have.
Garcia approached Haney first, wasting no time in letting him know that their rivalry was far from over. His words were sharp and direct, filled with confidence, as he told Haney that once their rematch happened, he would make sure there were no doubts left. At first, Haney remained calm, brushing off Garcia's comments, but as Garcia continued pushing, getting louder and more aggressive, Haney eventually fired back. He made it clear that he didn't believe Garcia would even make it past Romero, and questioned whether Garcia had the discipline to stay at the top level, and this is what Haney believes, that he is just the better fighter.
That rematch with Ryan Garcia, is that something that's like, man, I gotta get that back?
It was right here. I get it back right now. Because it's just, if somebody did you like that, you want to take it, because I did that already. I tried to do it fair. I tried to, it was 3-3 since amateurs. I tried to give you that, that another fight when it was even. We was drug tested. We was on even playing.
Nearly got physical when Garcia stepped closer, refusing to back down. Security had to step in to prevent the situation from escalating further, separating the two. Before things got out of hand, the brief altercation only added more fuel to their rivalry, with Garcia later taking to social media to continue taunting Haney. He insisted that Haney was scared to face him and accused him of hiding behind security instead of standing his ground to Garcia. The whole scene was just more proof that Haney wasn't as tough as he pretended to be.
I'm like, how do you come out of your mouth and say he has Devin's number? He doesn't. That was one fight, one time, big moment. We know what was involved, but I truly believe that Devin Haney beats Ryan Garcia in the rematch. I truly think that Devin is the better boxer. I think that Devin, when focused, firing on all cylinders, is just a better boxer than Ryan Garcia.